Society loves to tell us love is blind. We are taught from a young age that healthy people have the capacity to forgive and forget. If you clearly remember exactly how someone treated you in the past, you've probably been told you are holding a grudge, as if keeping that memory alive makes you petty or stubborn. But cognitive neuroscience and psychology challenge these social expectations. There is a strange contradiction built into the human brain. In real time, your mind can literally blind itself to a devastating betrayal. Yet the moment that offense is over, that same mind refuses to let you forget it. This contradiction serves as a highly sophisticated two-phase survival mechanism. Your brain treats this refusal to forget as an evolved biological defense protocol, executing exactly as designed. This flowchart shows how trust assessment works. Your mind constantly evaluates risk, weighing potential gains against losses. A severe rupture happens when a trusted entity becomes both the source of your safety and the source of your harm. When the person you depend on for survival is threatening you, your brain experiences cognitive dissonance. This is an intense psychological discomfort caused by trying to hold two completely conflicting realities at the same time. To resolve this discomfort, the brain deploys betrayal blindness. It uses selective attention and alters memory encoding to minimize the abuse, rationalize the behavior, and even lead you to blame yourself. Your nervous system intentionally blinds you in these moments because seeing the danger would threaten the primary attachment you require for immediate survival. The exact moment the immediate threat is removed or the toxic relationship ends, the brain executes an abrupt reversal in its survival strategy. During states of high arousal and trauma, the amygdala takes over to encode emotional memory. This activation forces the brain to focus entirely on the central gist of the traumatic event, actively discarding peripheral details to isolate the core data about the threat. This biological hardwiring makes erasing the event impossible. The brain has categorized the core data of the trauma as essential intelligence for future survival. Once an emotional memory is encoded like this, it permanently alters your trust threshold. This creates hyper-awareness of social signals. The brain continuously scans for micro-changes in tone, pauses, and behavioral inconsistencies that it previously ignored. When the human mind begins to analyze every angle and consequence of a situation rather than simply reacting, it enters a state of cognitive complexity. Storing every detail of a past betrayal creates a library of social signals that your mind uses to detect inconsistencies early, turning memory into a protective data-gathering mechanism for the future. If the neurobiology of survival refuses to let us forget, is true forgiveness actually biologically possible? Research by psychologist Dr. Everett Worthington divides the concept of forgiveness into two distinct, scientifically measurable categories. The first is decisional forgiveness. This is the behavioral choice to let go of angry thoughts in order to reconcile or to narrow the injustice gap between two people. The second is emotional forgiveness. This is a strictly internal, physiological shift that replaces negative, highly aroused emotions with states of compassion or empathy. Decisional forgiveness is a tool used to repair the external relationship. Emotional forgiveness is a tool used to repair the internal individual. Maintaining an unclosed injustice gap and constantly ruminating on an offense is physically dangerous. The resulting stress leads to a suppressed immune system and an increased risk of cardiovascular issues. Emotional forgiveness acts as a biological regulator. It is an imperative process designed to halt these destructive physical stress responses. Releasing that negative emotion and closing the stress loop does not require erasing the protective memory of the event. Letting go of the resentment heals the physical body, while keeping the memory protects the future. If you forgive but never forget, your survivor's mind is working exactly as it should.